Welcome back to the shooting channel and welcome back to a gun. This is a Browning B25 but a custom gun. And when I say custom gun, these guns were built about 20 or 30 years ago and they came out of the B25 factory in Belgium, but they came out with no engraving on it, and they did a few of them that they got sent and sold to different people, and they put their own engraving on it and they customed it to what they wanted, to the spec they wanted. I've got a little bit of history here of this gun. They were built about 20-30 years ago. There was only a few of them built, so they came out the factory as a box lock, but when they were custom built, the custom part of the custom was the side plated was fitted as an afterthought. Now this was a cheap way of making a really nice Browning. They had a traditional engraved stock. They didn't have a butt plate on it, it was just engraved straight onto the actual stock of it. They had top grade wood on it. This particular one was a pistol grip. If I take this off, so they were a game gun, fixed choke. This particular gun is a 30-inch gun, and they used to sell at about £8,000 to £12,000. But they were a bit like you could buy Land Rovers and then send them to the special vehicle department to get customed to exactly what you wanted in a different spec. And that is why I just thought it was a really interesting, and you can always tell if it's a custom gun because it won't have a signature in here from the engraver. They were engineered with game scene and handmade Browning, and then turned into something really special, and that is what the Browning custom gun was. And there wasn't many of them built. I can remember growing up, I mean this is 20-30 years old, this gun, and I can actually remember growing up, I can remember on my father's stand at the game fair, I can remember him having a load of these as custom made Brownings, and they were just something special. So basically people brought them from Browning just basically with no engraving on it as box locks, and then they sent them and had different people engrave them. They had different buck plates, which is like this. So they are a B25, but they were B25 with a little bit of special difference. And again, everyone will probably put in the comments below that there's a lot of things in this film that I've said wrong, and I'm going to be honest, it is a really hard film to do because every one of these is going to be different, and every one of these, depending who did them, every one of these people will probably comment saying, oh you're wrong, this was done, that was done. Yes, that was what they were. That's why they're called the B25 custom. Now as far as my knowledge, they don't do it anymore. Yes, somebody might say you are wrong, they don't do it anymore. This is a B25. It has all of the B25 bits, like the like the forend, the way the forend stays onto the barrel, the way the stocks are, the stock dimensions are the same as a Browning. It was just something slightly different. Comment below, has any of you seen one of these custom made Brownings? I can remember there was a gentleman that used to run a gun shop up north, and he used to make his living out of making custom made Brownings. So there was a market for them. Has anyone seen one? I haven't seen one of these for years, for probably 10-15 years. There was another gun shop that used to do them, Bill Elderkin. He used to do a few, but again I haven't seen one for ages. I haven't seen a new one on the shelf for a long time. Comment below if anyone thinks I'm wrong, if anyone wants to have a look at this gun. It is it does belong to a customer of mine. But have a look. It's got a Prince of Wales stock. It's got a Prince of Wales pistol grip there. It's single trigger. It is really nice. It is absolutely fantastic. It's still hand built. It's still hand built, and you're getting a hand built gun. If you went to Browning now, this would cost you 50, 60,000 quid. Built actually in the factory and finished in the factory. So what does everyone think of it? I'd love to hear your comments on the B25 Custom. So I'm just going to have a few with it, because obviously I got really into this gun by talking about it. I'm just going to have a few with it and just tell you how it handles and how it shoots. Paul? 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 My first thoughts are, it is very, very light, because it is built, it's balanced absolutely superbly, but it is built as a game gun, and it is light. I'm going to be honest, it does come up absolutely superb stock wise. I would just think it's a little bit light on the front end. That's my only concern, that's my only thoughts with it. But shooting wise, it's an absolute dream. It just shoots like a B25. Paul? There you have it. The B25 Custom. Comment below on anything you think of this gun. I hope you've enjoyed this film. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us give you content like this. And we'll see you on the next one, and enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed the films we've done.